Good evening, campers, and welcome aboard the Starship Nightwish. I'm Commander Exorcist, and today we've got an interesting article to go over. Twists and turns in the political landscape and the coming apocalypse as it draws ever nearer. Word has it that maybe on the 30th we will see some change in action. But yeah, we got some stuff to discuss today. But before we get started, a big shout out and thank you to the disciples. These are the people that make this content possible. If you would like to support my work, you can go to patreon.com/Commander Exorcist. Pledge your support. This kind of stuff is going to keep this channel ad-free, aside from what YouTube kind of forces on me. But this is what will keep the channel going. It also supports my other work, stuff on Twitter, Facebook, and other things. So if you're interested, exclusive content comes with it. Get out there and sign up. Or it'd be nice to have you support and help out. So today, the Kingfisher. Now, I talked about this megaship before, and I made kind of a stupid joke about it being the King Crusher. So today, the Pilots Federation announced that the Kingfisher is ready to go and is leaving. Now, the Kingfisher megaship has received commodities in advance of its mission to communicate with the first rogue signal source. There is another Galnet article out there. If you get a chance, go check it out. It talks about the first real communication with the signal source, and it's been given a name, Tyrannus. And which just sounds friendly, doesn't it? Just sounds like somebody you really want to get to know. And the Thargoid Advocacy Project reported that the shipments of semiconductors and Muon imagers will contribute to the communications array aboard the megaship. The deliveries of basic medicines, fruit, and vegetables will be made available to its crew and passengers, which includes thousands of pro-peace supporters. Now, I got to say, peace is an honorable and worthy cause. In war, when you have two factions that are fighting each other, and there are rare exceptions, obviously, but for the most part, when two factions are fighting each other, their ultimate goal is peace of some kind. They want their side to win, but neither side tends to want to fight forever, so peace is a legitimate thing. We want peace. This is not in my opinion, this is not a smart advocacy way for peace. This is naivety. And this comes from just a lack of understanding of the dynamics of a situation like this. And the Kingfisher is moving right into the danger zone. If you want to protest for peace, do it in front of the headquarters for your respective superpowers, for the Senate, for the Imperial Palace, for the Alliance, and you want to get to the people who make the decisions and get things moving forward. Protesting for peace on the front lines of a potential massacre and galactic war, Lord help me, that's absolutely insane. But as you're going to see, it gets much better as we go on. Deutsche Elite Peloton Interstellar has announced that contributors can now collect payment from Blenkinsop Hub in the Anavandal system. This includes the bounty voucher reimbursements for all pilots who eliminated criminal vessels, threatening deliveries during the initiative. I believe this was the CG. So the Kingfisher will tomorrow make the journey from Anavandal to the permit-locked Hyades sector. The first of the rogue signal sources, which has been named Tyrannus, as I mentioned earlier, will travel through that system within the next 48 hours. Now, if we collectively, as a civilization, had treated the Thargoids without guns and weapons and lasers and all the cool weapons that we used against them, it would probably make sense to send a couple of megaships out there with people and ambassadors and an entourage to welcome them to our part of the galaxy. But that's not how things have happened. Things have happened with a lot of massacring on both sides, to the point where we have pilots who have become so good at killing Thargoids they can do it in unengineered sidewinders in a stock sidey. So this is not a first contact situation. This is escalation. This is like a second contact kind of thing. This is Mama Bear coming to visit when we've been messing with the cubs. And, again, if we want peace, that's fine. We want peace. I don't like the idea of seeing the bubble absolutely destroyed. There are too many friends of mine that are out there. There's too many good things about the bubble. I would like to see them, stay together. But there's probably going to be some burn. And this is just insane, but it gets better. The precise nature of these faster-than-light anomalies remains unknown, but it is now accepted that they are Thargoid in origin. Again, this was one of those things where pretty much everybody knew they were Thargoids. We'd made up our mind, but it took the scientific bureaucracy and everybody a few weeks to catch up. Everyone's going, it's Thargoids, and then, the Pilots Federation releases a statement in conjunction with Canon and a few others. Oh, by the way, we want you guys to know it's Thargoids. We knew that. We already knew that. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But we do know they're Thargoid in origin. Some people have suggested they're Guardians. I do not think they're Guardians. Their design, at least in appearance, it's consistent with everything we've seen already, down to the color scheme. So, assuming Thargoid technology is consistent across the board, these are Thargoid things that are coming. Okay, here we go. Dalton, my boy. So, scheduling conflicts have prevented Congressman Dalton Chase from leading the diplomatic mission, despite his prominent role in organizing the Kingfisher's construction. It's hard to believe that this still happens in 3308, that people still haven't learned in 3308 that these dipshits like Dalton Chase, for the lack of a better term, all they do is manipulate people and take advantage of them. Useful idiots is pretty much the way to describe it. You've got these thousands of pro-peace supporters. They're doing the work. Dalton Chase, look, he gets a specific mention. He's not going, even though he's got a prominent role in organizing the freaking mothership's creation. This whole thing is his idea. Now, what does that say about the idea and the faith that he has in his idea? If Dalton Chase really believed in peace with the Thargoids, he'd be on the bridge of the Kingfisher, watching whatever it is come through that system. But nope, he's washing his hair. I have heard that he's sending his emissary, so we do know that he's got somebody of some authority and some ability that will be out there talking to the Thargoids. So best of luck to the official emissary to the Thargoids. The Sovereign's deputy editor, Haimar Borichev, another vocal supporter of the Xeno peace movement, has announced plans to report from on board the megaship. In the game of chess, the pawns go out first, and Haimar Borichev is more like a bishop or a knight. He's kind of a middle-range piece. He's going to go out there. He's going to control a little bit of the battlefield, but he's probably going to be sacrificed at some point. And people like Haimar are very important to people like Dalton Chase, because Dalton takes the glory. He takes the credit. Haimar probably does most of the work as the deputy. And all the people just cheer. And they hope and pray that the Thargoids are going to see their signs and their lights and their dancing. And maybe we should not incinerate these people. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Oh, my God. I picked this article because of Dalton Chase over the Tyrannus. There's still not a lot we know about these things, but we're pretty convinced at this point that they're Thargoid in origin. And Dalton Chase, man, he is perfect. He's a perfect politician. I'm willing to bet that his scheduling conflict is picking out the furniture pieces for his emergency bunker. He's probably finalizing his escape plan for when things go south. And yeah, because it's coming, baby. It's coming. So that's all I got today. Thank you for joining me. And if you like this content, again, please check out my Patreon. Check me out on social media. I'd love to hear your comments below. What do you think about Dalton Chase? What do you think about the Kingfisher? You think it's going to be an Independence Day welcome wagon situation? It might be, but we're going to see. So fly safe out there, Commanders. 07, and I will see you out there.